We're driving south now on Carla Ridge, one of the streets in Trousdale Estates that best captures the neighborhood's layered identity. Carla Ridge is not just about one view or one house type. It is one of those roads where the whole history of Trousdale seems to unfold in sequence. Mid-century originals, restored architectural houses, bold contemporary rebuilds, and the constant contrast between privacy at the street and openness toward the horizon. Our first detour is Burke Place, and the tone changes immediately. Burke Place feels smaller, tighter, and more intimate than the main run of Carla Ridge. It is one of those private Trousdale cul-de-sacs that gives the impression of being known mostly by the people who live there. A good example of the street's character is 630 Burke Place, a home marketed as being on a private cul-de-sac of only 5 homes. Originally designed in 1971 by Warner, Morris, and Wilson architects, and described as carrying Hollywood Regency glamour with unusual privacy and views. That tells you a lot about Burke Place overall. It is secluded, elegant, and feels slightly apart even within an already private neighborhood. Back on Carla Ridge, the street regains that broader, more panoramic Trousdale feeling. And then we come to Cole Place, which carries one of the best celebrity stories on this route. 610 Cole Place is the house most often associated with this cul-de-sac in public coverage. A 1967 mid-century residence later tied to Burt Reynolds, then reworked by Steve Herman, and eventually purchased by Vera Wang in 2011. It is exactly the kind of address that makes Trousdale feel so tied to old Hollywood and contemporary design culture at the same time. The story is not only about celebrity ownership, it is also about how these houses are continually reinterpreted, with one era handing off to the next while the view-driven modern bones remain central. Cole Place also illustrates something essential about this part of Trousdale. The cul-de-sacs are not afterthoughts. They are where the neighborhood often becomes most private and most residential. Away from the longer through streets, these little pockets feel quieter, more insulated, and more like hidden addresses than showcase corridors. That quality is a huge part of their appeal on camera, because the drive starts to feel less like touring a neighborhood and more like slipping into a sequence of protected enclaves. Now we come to Endrino Place, another small branch that reinforces the tucked-away character of this section. Andrino Place does not have one single famous architectural headline attached to it in the same public way as Cole Place, but it is longer and more secluded, absolutely contributing to the street composition of Trousdale. Quiet, cul-de-sac living with large homes, strong privacy, and a premium on discretion. Then there is Williams Lane, which feels almost like a hidden residential seam inside the neighborhood. Public records point to homes here from the late Trousdale period, including a 1967 house at 630 Williams Lane and other substantial residences nearby. Williams Lane helps tell the quieter architectural story of Trousdale. Not every important street here is dramatic in the same outward way. Some are valuable because they preserve the underlying residential rhythm of the neighborhood. Low-slung luxury, privacy, mature landscaping, and homes that are significant more for their siting and livability than for overt spectacle from the curb. Then the energy shifts again as we reach Arkell Drive. Arkell is where this southern Carla Ridge route opens into one of the strongest expressions of Trousdale's contemporary trophy era. The street still includes mid-century properties, for example, 510 Arkell Drive, a 1960 build, and explicitly note mid-century modern character. But Arkell also shows how large-scale new construction has entered the neighborhood. 620 Arkell Drive is a newer-built mega estate of roughly 18,400 square feet. That juxtaposition, preserved mid-century houses beside monumental new compounds, is one of the clearest ways to understand modern Trousdale. Taken together, this whole southbound drive tells a remarkably complete story. Carla Ridge gives you the panoramic, architecturally ambitious side of Trousdale. Burke Place gives you the intimate cul-de-sac glamour. Burke Place gives you old Hollywood and fashion world celebrity history. Endrino Place and Williams Lane give you the quieter, more protected residential grain that makes the neighborhood livable as well as desirable. And Arkell Drive gives you the contemporary escalation, the mega estate chapter layered over the mid-century foundation. That is what makes this route so satisfying on video. It's not just scenic, it is narrative. Every turn reveals another version of Trousdale Estates. The original vision, the celebrity chapter, the architectural chapter, and the modern luxury chapter, all packed into one elegant hillside drive above Beverly Hills.